Okay, 3.
3, recognize the impact and potential contribution of all global citizens to the climate change agenda. We call upon all stakeholders, governments, private sector, civil society. Okay. Can I go next? Yeah. Next one is place donor countries as stakeholders where appropriate and include donors from planning
To etc. We know that
Yeah.
language, from planning,
Yeah.
the evaluation.
Yeah.
Okay.
The next one is to include climate change in the education system and curriculums.
Okay.
The next one is to have a stronger statement for gender in climate change negotiations.
Those who authored it, if you have any objection, just say so. Huh? Okay. Next.
Adapt and invest on cleaner energy technology.
My only question with this is I think it harkens back to the question if we are going to include mitigation in this declaration. And if we are, then does everybody here really feel comfortable enough to do that we didn't really have presentations on it, et cetera. I mean, I feel like we should maybe have a mini workshop on that or something if we're going to include this because it's complicated and there's a lot of things we might want to include that we're not including.
Yeah. What she's saying is our Congress is gender in climate change, adaptation, and disaster risk reduction, but we didn't have the time to talk about mitigation.
Can I just make a comment? I think, yeah, that concern is there. I think it was actually mentioned in a different pitch, like, women's access to financial mechanisms. It was very vague, but the fear was that if we do not mention the mitigation side of it, because it's a huge gap, so that without that, I mean, women will be even left behind. And I think that's the concern of why it came out like this. So if you feel that, yes, I mean, there weren't specific sessions on mitigation, so you would feel
we can come out with a general statement
but
on
the
that.
idea is that without mentioning it, it's a huge area that will be completely left, and then women will fall behind.
Okay,
Again.
let's do it this way, because there were 4 groups that were discussing this morning. We don't know what statements they gave because we are all in the same group. Then let's wait for this tomorrow morning. Maybe there's an improved statement along that time. Okay?
Yeah, we'll definitely report back on that, though.
Yeah.
The next one is strengthening the regional positions in negotiations on climate change based on sound consultations and science. So I think there was a sentence on, their stronger statement position for gender in climate change negotiations, just 2 sentences above it. So I guess we can collapse that, right?
Yeah. Where is that one? Can you put it down?
The strengthening the regional position, the one that is highlighted now.
Yeah.
2 sentence up, it says stronger statement position for gender in CC negotiations.
Okay.
The one on the below is talking about regional position, so it has an emphasis on the region. I think.
Yeah.
That was the intention behind it.
What she's saying is, can we put together strong statement position for gender in CC negotiation together with this one that is black, that is bold?
Make it gender responsive.
Okay?
Is it?
Okay
Or
ba?
is it more
okay,
broader?
to those who wrote it? Okay? I said, approved by the authors.
The next one is recognizing the important role of local government units in the implementation of gender-sensitive programs on disaster risk reduction. Climate change and disaster risk reduction? Okay. Thank you. The next one is including indigenous knowledge systems and practices in the promotion of information on climate change and disaster risk reduction. Employ gender-sensitive approaches in all levels. So I think it comes back to the issue of, do we want to focus on the gender-sensitive approaches, or do we want to also include the indigenous knowledge systems and refer to the indigenous?
This is the group that gave it.
Yeah. Can you just remove employ gender-sensitive approaches in all levels? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the reason why we included the inclusion of indigenous knowledge systems and practices is we know that this would help in our promotion of, in the understanding or in the promotion of knowledge and awareness on climate change and disaster risk reduction.
Thank you. The next one is recognizing the need to promote public awareness on climate change and gender in all sectors. Ensure women's participation in monitoring and evaluation of CCA and DDR. Increase awareness among women, capacity building of women.
Oh.
Can we put this into...
Who's this group, from this what group?
There was in the morning session about the first point, recognizing the need to promote public awareness. And there were suggestions that that comes in the global call of action or under the regional one to address that there's a big need or a gap of